The Cannabis Show is for information only. You should always consult with a qualified and licensed physician or other medical care provider.
Welcome to the Cannabis Show. Hart and Basil are getting ready in the back for another strain versus strain. Kate will tell us about dogs and THC, and Hart gives us the buzz on LPs. All that and more. Stay tuned.
Player 1, Player 2, fight.
It's time for Strain versus Strain. The results are in from the last two rounds. In episode 81, it was clear that Basil fans were not happy about Hart taking the trophy, giving Basil a landslide win of 75% of the votes. In episode 84, Hart, you almost made your comeback, but Basil won again by one vote.
No, you happen to get the Toking Sweden vote.
No, that's a tough one to get.
Yeah,
so
that's a prize vote.
Okay, nice. Hart is not giving up. He and Basil will each have 30 seconds to defend their strain. To date, Hart is representing Hydropothecary's Bedtime, and Basil representing Chocolope from licensed producer Whistler. For your chance to win a prize today, tell us who you think wins in the YouTube comments below. Okay, Hart, you can kick things off this round.
Thank you.
You have 30 seconds to make your case. You're not doing this. Did you just come from
Do we catch it at bedtime
I'm just a little tired today.
Oh, you're tired, right? Bedtime straight. I get it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go!
All right, so as mentioned, today I am using Bedtime from Hydropothecary. It's aptly named. What a wonderful, wonderful strain. It actually has a lot of myrcene in it, also a lot of caryophyllene in it. So they kind of balance each other out, but that myrcene, it's so nice and lily, and there's some other terpenes in there that really contribute to it, but it's named Bedtime for a reason. Absolutely a fantastic strain. I highly recommend it. This current lot is about 17%. Thank you.
Well done in the 30 seconds and everything. You look the part. That's fantastic. And you know what? The Bedtime strain, if I'm up at 3:15 a.m. for some reason, and it's my go-to because I got to get back to sleep.
I think it goes to show you too, you don't need the high THC for
that. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, thank you.
Yeah, no, good. Well, I think you won, so we're good. No, just kidding. Okay. So here we go. Are you ready, Basil?
Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go!
So I'm going the completely other direction with a real sativa type strain. One of the parents of this Chocolope strain is it's the chocolate Thai. So landrace strain, very sativa-like. This one was brought out by DNA Genetics. They put this together, they mixed it with a cantaloupe haze, and you get a beautiful Chocolope strain. Super, super, super high in terpinolene. I love this terpene. It does so many things different than your regular terps. It's not one of those antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, but it's got a super unique flavor. Also keeps mosquitoes away.
Really?
Wow, keep a mosquito nice. And it's a beautiful strain as well. So this is a good one. They could both win, but we don't do that. We need a winner. So
wait, what?
Great job from both of you. For those of you watching at home, who do you think won? Tell us in the comments below. We'll announce the winning strain in an upcoming show. We'll also choose a winning YouTube comment at random to win a prize.
Dog owners, don't let your babies grow up to be cannabis edible eaters. Some vets are reporting seeing an increase of dogs who have gotten their paws into the cookie jar. Dogs are most sensitive to THC. If your pup starts urinating uncontrollably, vocalizing, and wobbling, check your cookie jar. THC can stop vomiting, so a pet would more than likely need to have his stomach flushed out, or the vet might give them charcoal, and then they would just let Fido ride it out. Conversely, more dog owners are adopting CBD for their pets. Vets can't prescribe it, but pet owners are accessing it for things like pain, inflammation, anxiety, epilepsy, arthritis, or cancer in their dogs. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association warns against the use of any cannabis products for pets, including CBD. So if you decide to, then you'll probably want to start low and go slow.
2 more provinces have announced who will supply the cannabis to its citizens come that magical date of October 17th. Over in Ontario, 26 suppliers have been named and will begin selling to customers online through the Ontario Cannabis Store. Bricks and mortar stores won't be hanging a shingle until later this spring, as the new provincial government requires more time to work things out. LPs included in the agreement: Agrimedica, Afria, Aurora, Broken Coast, Canopy, Hexo, Emblem, Organigram, Peace Naturals, Tilray, and Vivo, to just name a few. Over in Nova Scotia, the provincial government has placed orders for cannabis with 15 licensed producers. Those orders include names such as Organigram, Peace Naturals, Afria, Tilray, and Aurora. At the time of filming, only a handful of provinces still haven't disclosed which LPs will supply their markets. And finally, Canopy and US-based Constellation Brands have boosted their deal they created last year. The beverage giant will spend about $5 billion to boost its stake in the grower, betting legalization will gain traction around the world and especially in the US.
Welcome to the Cannabis Show, and I don't know, maybe it's like my nature of watching sports. So Ontario gets 26 licensed producers for the rec.
Yep. To start with.
Nova Scotia has 15, and we got 13 here in Alberta.
Actually 14.
Oh,
So they
14?
did, well, yeah, they went out and they announced sundial after the fact.
It's like watching curling, isn't it?
I think it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Alberta, I'm not sure what the population is offhand, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably more than Nova Scotia.
I think you made an important point, though, is that sundial was after the fact, which kind of opens the door to think that maybe other LPs will come in after the fact, right? So we're not done, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, we're definitely not done, but I just think in terms of even just starting with 14 suppliers, I think, there's a lot more stuff happening on the black market. We need way more suppliers at day one, in my opinion.
What about like the craft growers, like the local growers? Have we seen that yet? Where it's
there will be another license, right? Those micro growers, and I think that they're definitely going to add to it.
It'd be interesting.
Let's hope so.
Too. So that's something to think about. And then the study on dogs and THC and CBD and such.
Yeah. I think because endocannabinoid systems are across all vertebrates, basically, people think, oh, well, then we can give it to our dogs and cats. With
THC is a really
caveats.
scary one, right?
THC can be, yeah, for sure, and dogs are certainly more sensitive to it. So there was a couple of vets coming forward recently saying, we're seeing a lot more dogs who've gotten into the edibles.
Yeah, you got to be careful of those for sure.
Yeah.
when they
Especially
become
the
on
chocolate
The
ones.
chocolate
Right?
ones,
That's a
double whammy. Yeah.
dark chocolate. Oh, geez. Oh.
Yeah, for sure. And, the Veterinary Association is still saying that there's not enough studies, et cetera, et cetera. We're used to hearing that. But with CBD, there's a lot of people finding, even though it's not recommended by the Veterinarian Association, a lot of people are going low and slow, again, with CBD and their dogs, and finding it's taking care of, their joint problems, like they're playing like puppies again. And that's non-impairing, so it's
Well, as
not
a
like the
patient
dogs are
educator,
stoned.
And you talk to these patients, you're talking about them, but then they tell you about the CBD really helping their pets. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
So, but again, just be careful when treading into that water, I guess, or do your research.
Trading into the dog paddling.
It's cute. Basil, Kate, Hart, and myself, I'm Chris. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.